guys ever heard the phrase, the devil is in the details? Right? Today we're going to redeem that phrase. And the phrase is the devil twists the details. And at first glance, Acts 20 doesn't seem to contain much for us, but it's a detailed account of Paul's journey. I've got to be honest, I wrestled with this. I said, Lord, what is your message in this extremely detailed narrative? Why is it even here? Why was this so important that Luke felt the need to pen out all of the details? But what I had to settle on is that we serve a powerful God of stunning, immaculate detail. And if you don't believe me, just look at the Old Testament. Exodus 26 is the details for the tabernacle. And if you get into the details, it spans 6 chapters of details. From the measurements, from what the altars would be made of, from what kind of wood they would make the poles that carried the ark. Like extreme details. Spanning 6 chapters all the way down to what the priest should wear. So then when you look at a passage like that and you start looking at the very beginning of Acts chapter 20, you have to stop and wonder, why was this written? Why was this written? And so if you're taking notes, point 1 today is going to be every word or every letter has a purpose. Again, at first glance, it doesn't seem like much, but we have so much detail here to pull from. And it has so much purpose for our lives and has so much purpose for the church itself.
2 Timothy 3 verses 16 to 17 tells us, all scripture is breathed out by God and profitable for teaching, for reproof, for correction, and for training in righteousness, that the man of God may be complete, equipped for every good work. Scripture often shows us an extreme level of detail. Here in Acts 20 and also in the Old Testament, for example, the instructions for building and worship at the tabernacle. We serve a highly detailed God. What comes to mind when you think of the details in which He created the world and His ordinances for worship in the tabernacle? What does it say about His authority? Take a note in the Drive app here. Then discuss these questions with your spouse or spiritual mentor today.